What's up, folks? Steve Holmes from houseofdrumming.com back here again for more fun with Flam rolls. This is part 2 in a 2-part series talking about taking Flam rolls and putting them on the drum set. Part 1 we talked about more of a traditional straight ahead jazz context. So the thing that I just played now was based on like a halftime shuffle and putting in the Flam rolls and phrasing that revolves around triplets basically. So it sounds like there's a lot of notes there, but again, the key to getting this stuff, like I mentioned before, is just internalizing the phrase, feeling the phrase in terms of accents in relation to the quarter note. For that fill in particular, say like the beginning of it, right? If your quarter note is here, and you want to get triplets going, right? Get to the point where you can kind of play a groove and play that phrase, I guess, right? So if you're like... so these flams that I'm doing, I mean, some of them are flat, which means both hands land at the same time, you know, but if you want to kind of like open it up, make it sound a little fatter, you know, I play with the right hand first and the left hand afterwards. You know, there's always like discussion on the forums with the proper terminology, and I am interested in that and knowing like the proper names, but only like to a certain extent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just about like, you know, being in control of the phrasing that you want to play and whether or not it's musically valid to you. Okay. So yeah, 2 flams and followed by 2 doubles, right? All right. Now I'm putting 2 singles after the 2 doubles, but it's like, sorry. That happening, get it so you're again familiar with the accents and you know the phrase that you're trying to play. This is not the kind of thing where it's like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm meticulously obeying like the sticking of this thing. Like, you should know what the goal is, you know, and the goal is da 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 blah blah da 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 blah blah, right? That's what I want to say on the drums. Okay, so that's the goal. So keep that in mind with any kind of like phrase that you're trying to learn. Okay. Once you get comfortable with it, you can kind of like start to improvise with where you put the accents. So you're like da 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 da, you know, you want to be able to have the freedom to put the accents wherever you want, you know. So if you're like, stuff limited to like 1-bar phrases. You can hear it's like every 4 counts I'm putting a crash cymbal so that I know like where 1 bar begins and where another one ends. Okay, it's always good to like categorize this stuff within like 1-bar phrase, 2-bar phrase, 4-bar phrase, so that way it's easier to like apply to like a real music situation. Okay. All right, so let's take the basic sticking of the Flam roll that we talked about in the first lesson and maybe mess with it and put it in some other kinds of grooves in this one. Okay. Basically, the key again is like, you know, the accents and being able to, you know, understand where the accents fall in relation to the quarter note and creating a phrase based off that. And the sticking that we're talking about is like we're playing a flam, a left-handed flam, okay, which means the left hand comes down second, right? And then we're putting 2 doubles afterwards, okay? Now because the left hand comes down second, by the time the left hand comes down, I can start my doubles with the right hand, okay? So it's like... So it's like, you want to kind of get like this flow kind of going where the notes just kind of like flow into each other. Right, so you can put a bass drum right before it as kind of like a pickup note like we talked about and just kind of put that, you know, wherever you want actually, you know, just trying to keep it in time, you know. Right, so once you get comfortable with that sticking, again, you can like speed it up, right? So, and the sticking for all those flam rolls, exactly what I just showed you. It's like flam, right, right, left, left. Okay, and I'm just putting like a bass drum in front of it. You know, I mean, the fast stuff is, I mean, it's fun, but it's like, if you really want to get like creative, you can like really slow it down and kind of get control of the elasticity of the notes, you know what I mean? So if you're like... So at the end there, it's like you can start doing flams without actually putting any bass drums in front of it, right? And again, the same exact sticking. You know, one might say it's like basically the same sticking as like a paradiddle-diddle, right? So it's like right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. And that's true, but I think the difference is like, you know, a flam is supposed to take up like the space of one note, whereas if you're playing like paradiddles or something, then it's like the right, left. They're on two different notes. You know what I mean? But it's semantics, and it's not really important. You know, at the end of the day, it's about like creating a cool phrase, understanding the phrase, being able to just play the phrase in a place that you think is like musically cool, right? So another cool like flam roll oriented lick I wanted to show you guys, like that have double pedals, right? I've got like a double pedal here, so I can use both feet. Okay. So, so you can do like a, you know, a flam roll, like I said, like flam, right, right, left, left, and then another flam. In between the flam and the flam roll, you can put like a double kick, right? So if you're like...